I say no, and she say yes, and she
I was
have to take.
thinking.
Do I have to take care of that child?
I was thinking.
I mean,
same
bro,
thing,
take care of that child.
bro, I mean,
That ain't mine no more, bro.
personally, I mean, you do. I mean,
Hi, go see it, I say, and welcome to another episode of the Eastside Podcast channel. Today, we're coming at you with a banger. We got a real nice topic for y'all today, abortion. We mean to get to this video out to you guys, but due to some unforeseen circumstances, we couldn't, but we're here at you today with it. So let's get straight into it. I guess I'll try to kick it off today. But, boy, I mean, my views on abortion, I don't know, it's kind of mixed up, though. Because, like, you know, you have the idea where it's like, oh, it's the woman's body or it's not, and she has a right to do whatever she wants to her body or it's not. Because technically the fetus or what's not, whatever you want to call it, is still attached to her and it's still affecting her body and like changing her physiological makeup and what's not. And it could be uncomfortable and what's not. And she may not be into all of that. So I could see why she's getting an abortion. And I could definitely see the other side where like there's like the ethical issues of it, where it's just like, oh, this is supposed to be, it's supposed to be new life coming into the world and what's not. So I know you want to preserve life or what's not, and like give the fetus or what's not an opportunity to live, grow, and what's not. But like I don't know, dog. It's like it's a real tough vibe. It's a real tough situation. You feel me? I don't know. Which side do y'all lean towards more?
I mean,
abortion.
to be honest, bro.
What is it called? Decision? That's what it is. Pro decision. Is that
Pro-choice.
correct term?
I think that.
It's called pro-choice.
Pro-choice. Yeah, I lean more towards choice. Even though you want to give the fetus or newborn a chance to, I guess, to live, but in certain circumstances, like what Brian was saying, some things has happened, and that's really up to a female choice. Now, honestly, let me just say this before we continue. I know we have a lot of female viewers, and if y'all feel like we can't really properly address this topic without a female on the pod, y'all need to message us, come in the comment section, and let us know, and we have you on the pod. So, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Yes. All
right, but yeah, I finished. Sorry, continue.
I pro-choice. I think females should have all the type of decisions, and because it's their body, they have to spend 9 months taking care of the child, making sure that child in perfect care, and plus if they have to keep the child or they want to keep the child, they have to raise them. So I feel like if they ain't ready for something like that, I feel like they should have the choice to, not have it. So
Planned Parenthood.
Yes.
Adoption.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, adoption is a scam and a terrible way to live.
Now, I do hear the horrors about the foster homes. And even when they go to homes, people just send them right back to the foster home. So that's a lot of abandonment issues.
That's what you mean.
Yeah, so I think that's what it means inside of adoption.
Yeah.
I know I hear about some type of like scams based on money and donations too, but I'm not really well versed in that area to talk about it.
Yeah, we don't have much of adoption back home, if you catch my drift. Well, I guess not really drift, but
I know there's an adoption home back home. I know
there's a Ramfley home. It's the Ramfley home, but I bet you all of them children is age out. Ain't none of them is getting adopted.
Yeah, and like they ain't really much. But like there's the Ramfley home, or it's not right, but they ain't really. It ain't a real big thing back home. Like
I don't think people really do adopting back home. I don't think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it don't really. Like Suki said, there's age out. There's just to grow up and like do their own life. But bro, I ain't gonna cap. No, but seriously though, it's like I don't know though. I mean, I pro-choice, so it's not right. It's just that I just want like when women make decisions like that, I just want them to take everything into account and not like I don't want to say just be selfish and think about themselves, but like I want them to take like the entirety of the because I am very well aware like you could do stuff like have miscarriages, you could die trying to give birth and what's not. I just want to make sure they take in all of the account all the like, mental health and all that. Yep, that's my thing. Taking account all the avenues or what's not, and like make a wholehearted decision because that is a big choice.
But kids, how you feel about it though?
For me, I mean, from my upbringing, I always thought it was like wrong because like I used to go to Catholic school, so in religion class, yes, go through all the subjects. Oh, abortion, it's bad, you should never do it, blah blah. But growing up, I realized that. I mean, I started to understand like it's needed in some ways because at the end of the day, sometimes, bro, some people just aren't ready. So abortion might seem bad, but they might just not have the finances. They might not be emotionally there to even handle a child. So I see why it's needed, but at the end of the day, it comes down to the choice of the woman. And if there's a male present, they just come together and just decide what they really want to do. But I don't agree with girls not getting an abortion because they want to like get child support from the guy when the guy isn't ready. I feel that's evil at that point. That's kind of
We get into that.
I was gonna bring that up next. I was gonna bring that up next.
Question. Okay, so my still I think I say when I think but the thing about that is right. I agree with Brian and Squeaky, bro. You really can't say nothing to a woman when they have that child in you, bro. That's just that's scary to me. But at the same time, it's their body, like legit.
Yeah.
If you could tell her you give her all the facts, you could lay her everything. You could sit down and explain to her what could happen, and then at the end of the day, she got to decide what can happen. Because if you tell her no, yo, you can't have this child. You know what she could do? She could go right there and hop at you and could go and beat her for it. Like, come on now. Or if she say, I don't want to keep it, and you say, I want to keep it, there ain't nothing you could do.
There's nothing you could do.
Nothing you could do.
And boy,
that's crazy.
Bro, and like the thing with that is too, even if you say you want it, there's so many ways these guys could like mess up themselves trying to get that vibe out of them. Like, the hanger wives, a bunch of different other painful, like, or underground type wives or whatever. I know some gals tie stuff around their belly and stuff like that, like squeeze the wife or what's not. Bunch of different crazy wives to try to get the child.
Back home and stuff.
What did they say?
It's
the what?
So I'm right. Okay. The real thing is though, I prefer hot Guinness. So what is that doing to me?
You disgusting.
That's a good question.
Well, one thing, it raises your blood pressure. But as far as everything else goes, I don't really know.
That's just nasty, bro. You just don't do that, bro.
Hot Guinness? God damn.
Bro, any type of way is bad, so I might as well just drink it hot.
Cold. What? A cold Guinness is refreshing.
What? Did you hear yourself just now?
I would not say refreshing, but
what type of mindset is that?
A cold
Guinness type of mindset is that?
If it's bad, I don't know what I tell you.
Like, you say no to cold just to go get a hot. A hot is way worse.
That don't correlate though.
It don't correlate.
Way worse than cold.
Think about it. It's like saying it's like when you drink cold water compared to lukewarm water. Like cold water is sting, like it's hurt you, but when it go down, like it's be too cold, it be like brain freeze and stuff. But
clearly, Camden is a sensitive soul.
Y'all palate come from the devil himself, bro. Y'all talking about drinking a cold.
It's you.
Your palate comes from
you come from the devil himself. You want hot Guinness.
I don't understand that.
I just saying.
You say it's bad for you anyway, so you might as well drink it hard. What type of mindset is that? That's like saying fast food bad for me anyway, so I might as well eat it off the floor.
No. It's the same thing. same thing.
Hey, what
If
the
you just say
fuck?
cold, that'd have been the same thing. But you say off the floor, come on. I mean,
Wait,
What's the
I mean,
difference?
no, it's like this. It's unhealthy. So I could eat them little nuggets I drop on the floor after a couple
and
of
I
minutes a
promise you,
day.
y'all still eat those nuggets. Y'all drop on the floor.
Minutes?
Hey,
Y'all
hey,
saying
hey, hey,
minutes
hey.
too. Minutes?
I said minutes. That's why I said minutes, not seconds. Minutes.
5 seconds. Lord
As
bless
I
the
say.
parents,
My
probably
bad,
worm
my
side.
bad, my bad. All right, but yeah, back to the
So
topic.
back to yeah.
What I was gonna say is, I pro-choice, but like at the same time, dog, y'all don't get pregnant every 2 weeks and be pushing out abortions like fucking
Yeah.
credit card swipes, bro. It ain't that necessary, dog. After like the second time, I think it should be a limit. You have like 2 abortions a year. That's it. After that, you have children because you clearly don't care anymore.
I see what you're saying. That's thinking outside the box. I ain't gonna cap with you.
Bro.
I take a
bro.
little gravity chin. You had to think about that one. I don't care.
I ain't even cap, bro.
What the reason I stop thinking about it is
I
because
guess you saying no girls getting pregnant, so I ain't even cap.
but I ain't gonna lie. The reason why I thought about it is because I was thinking about, damn, this baby really just said that. But at the same time, I was like, yo, that abortion is like taking those things consistently and like a lot. It really could damage you internally. So I mean, I could see the health reasons why you shouldn't do that so many times. Especially if you get into like late abortion stages, they just go inside there. They have these different processes. I think I was explaining to y'all last time. They either could scrape it out, they either suck it all the way out, or
That's making skin crawl. I can't.
Okay.
Wait, and like, bro, I just want to say, I understand men have basically no say or what's not, right? And the choice, but like, I would just like some females to take in consideration a little bit what the men did, what the men did. Cause like,
Like, bro.
like niggas ain't gonna have to raise or support the child if it comes
Here's
out.
my question, though. Here's my question. I say no, and she say yes, and she
I was
have to take.
thinking.
Do I have to take care of that child?
I was thinking the
I
I
mean,
same
have
bro.
to
thing,
take
bro.
care of that child.
Bro, I mean,
That ain't mine no more, bro.
personally, I mean, you do. I mean,
Damn,
like
Squeaky.
at the end of the day, you said pro-choice, so it's a choice of the baby at the end of the day, and that is your seed at the end of the day. I mean, at that
I
point,
pro-choice all the way around.
at that point, you wouldn't be labeled. You wouldn't want to be labeled as like a deadbeat dad at the
I
end
just
of the
want
day.
to say
So,
she keep
so
promoting
like
daddy issues.
at the end of the day, you have to
Yeah.
be like, at the end of the day, you have to legit be like, fuck it, and be just take care of my child. You might not fully like it in the beginning, but I feel like after that, you just be like, yeah.
No, listen to Squeaky, boy.
I ain't
Squeaky gonna
saying
love
I
that
don't.
child with all he heart, boy. Listen,
Shut up. I ain't saying that I
Squeaky, boy.
want. I ain't saying I don't want children, dog. But if I hard on it, bro. Now me and my girl and talk about that, and that's a different topic. That this don't have nothing to do with this. This all straight because she could watch this and she keep talking with this there.
She'll
I just
comment.
saying, as a man, me, I shouldn't have to spend 18 years plus
I
taking
just
my
want to ask.
child to college, doing my child to high school, all of this, the best of the best, and I didn't want this child in the first place.
You shouldn't. You should have
Now, would I
wrapped up.
still do
You
it?
should have wrapped up. You should have wrapped up then. Who asked for this?
Condoms
Bro,
are 100%. Condoms
bro,
are
he
100%.
Also
might
true.
want to raw dog that day, bro.
That's the next question. So, if a girl trick you into having a child, y'all gonna still take care of it? Say she on the pill. Say she on the pill. She say she on the pill. And so you go on raw.
Bro, I
And
don't
she
trust
ain't on the pill.
no female who say they
Yeah,
on
bro.
this, bro. I don't trust
I
them,
still
bro.
take
Still
care of
taking care
child
of it?
Bro,
because
if I
it's my
know,
fault. It's my fault
if I
being tricked.
know, if I know ain't nothing new, bro, a PlanB is gonna be somewhere in the vicinity, and I getting pushed down the throat, too. especially if you try like, because like, bro, once I be like,
Yeah, some water.
country,
Some water. Drink.
country, you don't want to take this, like, yeah, I'm on the pill, like, straight. You sure? I be like once I say you sure, and she be like, no, I say I know, right? Somewhere, I know you gotta take this pill, man.
Hey, dog.
Bro,
Wait, dog, but on a serious note, though, that's not cool, though. I okay,
Yeah, but the gals these days, I don't trust them as far as I can draw.
Bro, and
boy,
for
a
some reason, like
fast.
when that
Don't
happens,
trust
bro.
these. Hold on, kids. I want to make this. I want to make this clear. We don't trust these gals. Not one. Continue.
No, what I was saying, it was I can understand, bro. A mistake had happened where like he probably might have not been in the bus inside you, Dread. So if he be like, I didn't mean to, so can we have this abortion, this and that, blah blah, and she say no at that point, bro. That's just evil, dog. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. That's just evil, bro.
That's a sickening
Bro,
process to go through, you know.
bro, but you got like, bro, because you got like niggas plead. Some niggas be pleading to be like, bro, please. Like they ain't ready, they ain't financially stable and this and that, and the gal would just be like, no, you having this baby time now. She ain't even close to financially stable or even like know what it is to even take care of child. And like then she complaining all through the pregnancy, or you get me pregnant, and then like bro, I just feel like bro, this don't make no sense.
That sounds like some out of sitcom. I don't care.
See, at that point, right? I don't support it. But I understand how niggas escape when it's like situations like that. I don't support niggas leaving, but it's like at the same time, it's like, damn, you really making my life hell. I have two more. The first one is, you 15, and you inexperienced. You ain't know that much. We don't get sex ed.
Mm-hmm.
And you go have sex, and you go get one 15-year-old pregnant. You all keeping that chat?
It was weak.
15?
It was weak.
Bad transfer so fast. Hey,
boy,
That's
talking with a 15-year-old, bro. I deserve to go to jail or be dead, bro.
Bro, I have to go
Daddy
talk to
probably
my
kill me.
I have to go talk to my old man.
Hey,
Bro.
Daddy
I have to go
probably
talk to
kill
my
me.
old man, bro. That's a big decision.
Great.
Oh my
15?
God.
But I mean, back in the day, they was having children early, so I know how that conversation was.
Yeah, but cheese is also like 60 cents, bro. It wasn't that hard to get a child.
Like, kids, but you have to realize, bro, back in the day, the ladies, like women, just used to stay home. The man just used to go out, bro. Like 15, and back in the day, 15, and it used to be a 25-year-old. So I don't really count back in the day. Get that out of here. I don't really count that.
See, 15 and 25 sounds bad today.
Squeaky was saying,
Then they
45
45 and 35, that's straight. Same age difference, but it's just more preferred later on. Like, see it,
Bro, you know what that is? When you tend, like 35, 45, and 35. When you older, you put it in perspective, right? It's cool, it's good, it's straight. But when you actually think about it, when you just start crawling, I was inside grade 5 playing catch and freezes, bro.
Yeah, stuff like that. When you think about it, it's be like, damn, Jet. When I was 15, she wasn't even born yet. Oh, fuck. That's crazy. And then you just gonna be like, wait, Dad, what?
Like, I was playing basketball on my junior varsity team, and you was crawling to your carriage, bro. I ain't really into play. Come on,
That's
dog.
some young crab, though. I ain't care. That's some young crab. That's some young crab. That is some young crab, bro. I mean, dog. I know, dog.
I got the jungle out there, dog.
Hey, what's the second question?
My second one would be you and you married, and y'all been together for like say 10 years, and you have an outside child, and your side piece get pregnant. Will you have the same type of love for that child that you will for your? Oh, would you have it? One.
Yes.
Two. Would you have the same love for that child as your outside? I mean, as the child you have inside the marriage.
Yes.
I see what you're saying.
Why wouldn't I not have it?
The thing is, the thing is that I know, like people say, oh, parents don't have favorites. That's BS. At the end of the day, that's BS. But I saw something similar to this on Facebook. It was a lady, and she had like two boys with her husband, and the husband had an outside child, and they had a picture. And the lady was on Facebook asking like a Photoshop artist or a photographer to crop out the outside child.
Damn.
Like, how would you feel like if you were the husband seeing that you just log on Facebook, seeing your wife up, like the same picture y'all take with your outside child, but you look close and like he's cropped though. Bro, bro,
I let's sit down and
what?
talk to my wife about that, babe. No, but you can't
Bro.
be doing. Like people know, like I know situations where this happened in real life. People close to me. But honestly, babe, the outside child ain't had no problems with that. Like they didn't ask to do that. They asked to be like you can't really fault them for not even wanting to be and then they just end up in a situation. Bro, if that's your child, you should show that child the same kind of love and affection and care that you would a child in your marriage. Only thing is, it probably won't be equal because one, they don't live with you, probably.
And sometimes they do, but
Yeah,
that's
sometimes
idea.
probably.
I mean,
but generally
two to one.
generally speaking,
Generally
Yeah.
speaking, they don't live with you. But two, they ain't get the same amount of money from you because you probably might be sending them like something every month. And if they see you, you might just slide them some more money. But that child inside the house, they definitely can get more money. Now, when you go inside, like when I say go in college and all that, I feel like it should be the same, honestly.
I definitely agree with kids though. Now, parents have favorites. Don't parents definitely have favorites. Don't think you get in love the same amount as your siblings or what's not. Parents definitely have favorites. That is facts.
Only
Yeah.
people who would you say, Jay?
I said Brian sounds so hurt, but
No, bro,
The only
that's just
people
how people
Fuck.
actually are. Sorry,
the only people who don't know who say they're not favorites, like the parent doesn't have favorite, is the favorite.
Facts.
Yeah, that's facts.
Cameron, I don't know.
Facts.
Cameron might just be saying something like, I don't know.
That's
I
that,
don't know,
that's
Cameron. I don't know.
facts to me, bro. I ain't gonna
I
lie
don't
to you.
know. I don't know.
Bro, I've seen. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm saying, or your parents love one so much and then treat the other one like stepchild or something like that. I just saying that there may be a slight little thing that the sibling have over you that your parents like, or it could be like in a different aspect or something like that. But to
Some
say
of them must be straight up.
wholeheartedly, completely equal, I find that kind of hard to believe.
Some of them must be straight up like, yeah, I prefer this son, or I prefer this dad. Like, so it is like that sometimes.
I've heard a situation
Wait.
where
I have never heard a situation like that. Bro, that's
Wait, y'all
yeah.
gotta check the parents' Facebook, dog. The child that they always post about their accomplishments and what they doing in life. They don't post you.
Facebook
Doing the
and
favorite, bro.
dog,
check their Facebook and their phone and their lock screen of their phone.
Check the family group. Check the family group. See what they talk about the most.
wait, I talked to
Uh,
a parent one time. She's like, I asked her if she have favorite. She's like, yeah. She's like, yeah, I like my son. Well, I like the son more. It's not right. I was like, oh, okay. I was she's pretty open with it. I was like, so you believe parents are favorites? She's like, yeah. Most parents do. They just ain't willing to admit it. So I was like,
Like they love everyone conditionally. They love everyone conditionally, but it's just
they
like
love everyone unconditionally.
it's just
but
I feel like that's
especially
human nature. I feel like
I mean, like,
yeah, bro. We humans though. That it happen, bro. Like you know, it is what it is.
I know.
It is what it is.
But you can take. Facts.
It is what it is.
I got one more scenario for y'all, babe. Now, just going back to the abortion. So, say you want to keep the child, but she say, "Babe, we ain't keeping this child."
I'd break down.
I can't do
break down, bro.
I'd break right down.
Break down, but I can't do nothing with
Break
that.
down.
I'd break right down.
She have more choice than me over there.
I can explain that, bro. Like, honestly, we can do this together, bro. If you don't want to do it, just let me keep it by myself, bro.
But then Camden, then she could burst you with that. Oh, you are not gonna be carrying this baby for 9 months, so you don't really know the pain of this and that, and childbirth, blah blah. She's gonna burst that in your face.
Real. Some gals do too. I feel like. I mean, I don't know a scenario like this, but I feel like after she done carry that for 9 months, and she done spit that hoe out, and you saying, all right, yeah, I can take care of it. You don't have to worry about it. But after them
That's
9
not.
months, she go
That's
on
not
that
gonna
nigga
happen, bro.
back. But she go, hey,
Not gonna happen, bro.
she
Not
like, boy,
gonna
spend
happen,
9
bro.
months taking this nigga out, boy. I know, but I don't know, baby. But anyway, back to your question. That's just a tough why, bro. You just have to take that out and try to find someone else you could make a child with.
All right,
But
break down.
Yeah, babe.
Like,
So would
that's
y'all break
really
up with your significant other if they say they don't want children and you want children?
Yes.
yeah,
Hello,
I
we don't say anything.
would
probably,
if that was my
yeah,
mindset.
probably.
If that was
Like I
my
said,
mindset, I
because at the
would.
end of
That's
the
a
day,
real deal breaker. I ain't
because at
gonna
the
care.
end of the day, at my age now, bro, you telling me you don't want children? Like, what I doing with you at this point, bro?
That's
So
what
we
I'm
having
saying.
sex just for flicking like the sweat? That make no sense.
It's funny that you said that. But
It's crazy.
I just want to put this out there. I ain't saying that I want kids and I ain't gonna fuck with a gal who don't want kids, or I ain't date a gal or try to be with a gal who don't want kids. I just saying if that was my mindset, if I saying to myself, "Boy, I want kids," and the guy I talking to don't want kids, I wouldn't waste time because that's like a big serious why.
I mean,
Yeah.
what sense make talking like if you don't want kids and I want kids?
Exactly.
That's what they saying. That's facts. Like word up, they dog. I know, dog.
I guess the main thing we can learn about this from after what we discussed is communication, right? Is definitely important to figure out what kind of relationship you get into and what kind of future y'all have together,
No
especially
communication, just
Yeah.
toxic, just
Bro,
toxic.
and now talking about it,
Right,
I now understand the importance of like having children after marriage. It's like once you married and you have children, it's like, everything is like meant to be in set. So if you have children before and like it doesn't work out, you all break up, and then at that point you have an outside child if you get married and have more children. So at that point, I now see the importance of it. At that point, I was just like, we waiting until marriage to have sex and stuff like that.
Right.
But then I realized I was like that it makes sense. Too
Kids,
late
you
for
have
me
Way to
now,
go,
and I ain't
kids.
really care.
Way to
kids,
go, kids.
Too
That's
late for me
wholesome.
now, and I ain't tripping.
kids,
Really wholesome.
kids, you have a baby, right?
Yeah, only talking money moves, only focus on the bag. Talking money moves, only focus on the cash. Dog from the 242, I'ma represent my set.